Yes, 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 yes. I know it has been a long time. It has been an extremely long time. I believe March 7th was the last show, but we are here. We are back. It is G Money, aka the radio rock star, aka the radio rap star, aka the fade runner, aka your favorite DJ's favorite DJ, aka your voice, the voice of choice, aka Mr. Damn. He does that too. And your 2022 RWC Golden Opportunity winner. Okay. And to my that's my left. To my left is
It is the very best that does this, the wrestling professional. Not only am I the BWO Talk Yo Shit champion,
okay.
but I am the FTW world champion because I'm great at promos and talking. It's me, DB Greatness.
Oh my goodness.
I'm back.
He's back.
It is great to be back. I'm in my Smash the Match shirt.
That's right.
I'll be rocking it in promos too, so
That's what I'm
so
talking
I
about.
always repping the real crew.
We will have to send this link to the B. You got to send this link to the BWO.
I have to drop it in the BWO. Let them know what we doing.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Let them know, man. And you know what? It's been a while. It's been a long while.
It's been a long time.
And we are finally back. You know what I'm saying? We're going to every couple months I say we're going to try to be more consistent. Well, we're really going to do it this time.
Yes, we're really going to do it this time. We're going to work it out most likely, at least you'll see us once a month. I mean, at most you get us once a month, but if we at least try a little more, we'll make it happen. We'll do it.
Yes, sir.
We're going to try.
There's so much going on in wrestling.
Wrestling's been crazy for I tell you, 2022's been an eventful year for sure.
What's good, Mike? How you living? Oh man,
Mike,
so much going on. Like
yeah, you might have to share it to BWO. It's not letting me do it for some reason. Yeah. It's not letting me do it. Not giving me abilities. So
that's all right. Just go to Smash the Mat and get the link.
Okay.
Just do it like
this. We'll share that.
Yeah, just do it that way. So check this out. We did our last show was March. It was prior to WrestleMania, prior to the big Cody Rhodes return. It was before the Owen Hart tournament.
Yes.
It was before all of that. You know what I'm saying? We don't need to go that far back. Y'all been watching wrestling. You know what the hell's going on. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the homie Joe Locklear. Hey. Oh, look. Shout out to J5 because J5, he is in the country. He's
finally
States.
He exists. He's for real.
He's here. He's just got jet lag. He's got jet lag, so it's he needs the rest. So we'll probably get him on next week or so. So also, we're StreamYard has done some new things. So now we're streaming live on Facebook. We're streaming live on our YouTube page. We're streaming live on Twitter now. And we are streaming live on the Smash the Mat discussion group page. Okay. I'm going to take myself out so I can cough and I'm coming right back.
Yeah. So don't be coughing. So yeah, if you're listening, thank you. Thank you for joining in. Is that the very own, the legend of RWC, Simply Delicious Dino?
Yes.
That's my boy. Amazing.
Yes,
let me just tell you, I commentated was it a last man standing match? I want to say
it was a no DQ match.
No DQ. It was a no DQ match. If you didn't see it, make sure you're watching that Ring Wars Carolina YouTube page or on the King Network, if I remember.
The Ring Wars Carolina TV YouTube page.
Yes.
They drop episodes every Thursday at 7 p.m. You know what I'm saying? So make sure you catch that. And on the King, matter of fact, they have an episode playing right now on the King Network.
On Roku.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, so if you get a chance, when you see the match between Alex Bryant and Simply Delicious Dino, come on, man. Come on. That match was great.
I'm sending it to the BWO right now.
Black Cat here giving out curses to everyone. Oh, no, I put it in BWO. Don't worry,
Okay,
BWO's
you
got
did it.
it.
You did it. You did it. All
Yeah,
right.
yeah, I dropped it in there. I was able to make it happen. So
And after this is over, see, the video goes out first. Then we're going to turn around and throw the audio back on everything on Apple
yes,
Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Stitcher,
yes,
Spotify,
we're trying to
Pandora.
get regular, and then most of all, we need money.
Yeah,
We need some
give us money.
sponsorships.
Give us money,
We're
please.
trying to get back to it so we can make some money. I'm trying not to work every day.
This is fact.
Okay.
This is absolute facts, man. So, where should we start? Should we start with WWE? Should we start with AEW? You know what?
Honestly, let's see. I feel like now this is just me because of the big news that has happened with
Mm,
one of our Carolina natives. We
mm.
should start with all elite weirdos. I mean, sorry, all elite wrestling. We should start with them.
All right. So by now you've heard the news that Jeff Hardy has been he was arrested for a DUI in Florida, and Tony Khan put out this statement right here. We were able to resume contact with Jeff Hardy this afternoon. They do not condone Jeff's alleged behavior. They made it clear to Jeff that they'll assist him in getting treatment for substance abuse issues, which is indicated that he's open to receiving. In the interim, he's suspended without pay, and he can only return to AEW upon successfully completing treatment and maintaining his sobriety.
Mm, 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 mm.
Yeah. So, and then I went on Twitter and Matt Hardy released this statement that it was disheartening to hear about his brother. Recovery isn't a linear process, and he'll continue to do whatever he can to help his brother be healthy. Being healthy and well is the most important thing for Jeff, his wife, his children, and our family at this time. And it sucks.
It's sad. It sucks. It sucks. I said a lot of stuff because I like to get a little trolly in groups and everything. But it's sad. It's sad when any person's dealing with addiction. I want that to be known.
Yeah.
I just it just makes me think about when the whole him leaving WWE, him acting erratic, and then them trying to send him to rehab before. But it that's I like to call a spade a spade. Both companies are doing the same things. Both companies are trying their best to take care of their talent. You may not feel like one company is, it may not feel like one company isn't, but they are all doing the same thing. We just need get this man some help. Jeff, please get some help.
Look, the guy's a legend, man,
Yes.
and I'm not going to come up here and say anything negative.
Yeah,
I've
that's
been
all.
I've been a fan of Jeff Hardy since the beginning.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I would love for him to get himself to a place where he could just do his thing.
It's a scary thing. Like I saw a quote from Booker T where he's talking about Test and how he was such a good talent, but his demons got to him, and he, in his opinion, he misses him. He should still be here with us. And honestly, they should. They they need to do what it takes to make it happen for Jeff to get better. I'm glad that Tony released that statement. I'm glad that he is taking it seriously, and as everyone should. And that's all we can do is hope for the best. So,
Yeah.
hey, my prayers and thoughts are to Jeff, and I really want him to get better.
Yeah. Well, and speaking while we're on the subject of AEW,
Mm-hmm.
they have been getting hit with the most ridiculous injury bug. Man.
It's been crazy with their injuries. Like, what in the world?
Bro, CM Punk just won the AEW World Heavyweight Championship, and 4 days later, in a match with FTR, he gets injured.
Yeah, jumping in a crowd,
Yeah.
being silly. That's what a lot of people are debating on how he got it. I personally think it was when he did the crowd dive because you saw his leg kind of hit the guardrail. It was really awkward. But then on top of that, he was trying to jump off the top rope, and he kind of stumbled and everything. And
Yeah.
it was just a rough one.
So and the way they're fixing it's weird because so they had a battle royal,
Mm-hmm.
and the winner was to face John Moxley, and then
Yeah.
the winner of that goes to Forbidden Door.
to face either Tanahashi and He had another opponent, which I feel bad for not knowing who Tanahashi had to beat, but either way, Tanahashi won it.
Yeah.
So now it's going to be Moxley versus Tanahashi
And
for
then
the
the one
AEW World Heavyweight Championship.
the
Uh,
interim,
the interim,
the
which,
interim
which
championship.
I don't care what anybody say. You could argue with me. Interim titles are stupid. They are. They are. It's stupid. It's stupid. Okay. Let me. Okay. I have always thought interim titles were stupid, even when looking at boxing or any other sport, for the very reason. How are you going to give a title to someone and their literal name is you are the placeholder champion? That is all you're telling me is this guy is the placeholder until the real champion comes back. Then you do a match where one of them becomes the official champion or whatever, when all you have to do is just say, hey, my champion can't fulfill the agreement due to injury. We're sorry, but once they are fully healed, they get an automatic title shot. That should just be how it works. And then they face off with the current champion, and if they win, they become a multi-time champion. It's that simple. That's just how I feel about that.
You know,
Uh,
go ahead,
oh
continue.
yeah. So Harry, enlightened us. It was Hiroki Goto.
Hiroki Goto. Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah, it was Goto. Yeah, Jeremiah,
good. It was good.
Jeremiah, man, you gotta come through. You gotta get on this. So, but yeah, Hiroki Goto. Yes, he beat him. But either way, it's Tanahashi because originally the match was supposed to be Tanahashi versus CM Punk, that's some dream match stuff. Tanahashi is the Japanese John Cena. We know this. We know this.
Go Ace.
Yeah, the ace. He's that. No one can hold up a point and that's it. Like Tanahashi's got that on complete
Man,
lock.
and his air guitar is
I know.
godly.
And that hair
His
stays
air
feathered at
guitar
all
is
times.
You know what I'm saying? No. And I feel so bad because I'm usually like a New Japan mark.
Yeah.
But I haven't seen much of New Japan since the pandemic started.
Yeah.
It was hard for me to keep up. You know what? Let's stay there for a second before we jump in, because I only have two things I want to say about New Japan. But as far as AEW, so CM Punk is hurt. They're doing this thing. Then we had the pipe bomb. Well, they're calling it the pipe bomb, the nuclear bomb from MJF. And you know what's crazy? Now look, we are not reporters.
No, not at all.
We don't write dirt sheets.
No,
nothing. Like I personally, I try not to read dirt sheets because 90% of them. Well, I'm gonna give them a little credit. 60% of the time, they're just guessing.
Yes,
they're just guessing, or they watch stuff and they're being reactive.
My opinion is, especially with a lot of dirt sheets, I know they do have a lot of connection with the boys, and the boys be feeding them fake info.
Yeah,
and I've always, especially like people like Meltzer or other people, they get fed fake info a lot, and it's just because they're always ribbing each other. And yes, that's me using a lot of wrestling terms, but also I train to be a professional wrestler, and I know ones. Okay, so I do what I want. I'm not some Wayweather fan here.
I've been
the nuclear bomb. Hey, it's Trevor. Trevor Robinson. I love that man.
Yes.
He's here.
Yes. So I'm a big fan of the Cornette podcast and Keeping It 100 with Conan and Disco Inferno. Now they have a guy on their podcast. His name is Billy. I think it's Billy Body or Billy Bat or something. But everything that guy Billy has reported has been heads and tails like above everybody else. Like he is like he talked about how the MJF plane situation was a work.
Yeah.
Sean Ross Sapp he just stayed like trying to stand on it that it was real, and it wasn't. They fed it to Meltzer, but Meltzer, he kayfabed it. You know what I'm saying? But Billy has been the most accurate guy when it comes to this news and stuff. You know, so that's another reason, man. He's like, these guys, they just, I don't know what they're doing. You know, I don't know what they're doing.
Yeah,
But you know,
I like it. Except this is where Tony Khan. I had to think about a while for a long time of who I could compare Tony Khan to, and it would make sense. He is the J.J. Abrams of professional wrestling.
oh man,
Yeah, he is the J.J. Abrams of professional wrestling. He comes in, hot shit, you know, he makes a Star Trek movie, and he makes a Star Trek movie just like he wants to make a Star Wars movie. And that's what he released. Then he makes a Star Wars movie based on on a Star Wars movie. Like, not really progressing anything new, but you know, doing it like the fanboy would. And Tony Khan is the ultimate fanboy in a lot of ways, and so he's redoing Punk and Cena. That's what he's redoing with MJF.
I've heard a bunch of people
Yeah,
saying that. You know,
it is.
you know,
CM Punk was supposed to be John Cena, and MJF is supposed to be clearly CM Punk, which is great. It's good, but it's just like, do we need to though? I mean, I like MJF. Okay, I love MJF. You know, I really do. I think he is probably the true talent that AEW has. In my opinion, he should have beat Moxley. Like when he had the opportunity, that would have been the perfect time to give him the belt. He could have been that homegrown AEW champion, and that would have given enough reason for like somebody like Hangman Page to beat and to take the title, or even Kenny at the time. Either way, MJF could have held the title and really set the promotion off. But you know, they did what they did. They had Kenny beat Moxley, which wasn't a bad thing. But it's just you do all this building for certain things, for certain payoffs, but then the follow through is just not working. It just, yeah.
now MJF is money. And you
Yes,
know what? They did
guaranteed.
a great job. I think they did an excellent job with the Wardlow MJF story, especially with the match. You know, because Wardlow came off like a beast.
Perfect.
MJF sold it like he pretty much got squashed.
Yeah, perfect.
Then he got squashed, and then you know, and as me listen to other podcasts, what do they do with Wardlow? Like Wardlow was
Follow
so
through.
oh yes, the follow through kills me because like when I watched that battle royal they did, who were the heavy hitters in that battle royal?
Barely anyone.
They didn't have any.
Barely anyone. Well, because another person, Brian's injured, which
Oh
that was
yeah,
another mention. Brian's injured after their big, crazy, unnecessary match, which it was again entertaining, but whatever. I mean, you could have put it on Eddie Kingston. You could have did so many of those guys that clearly are your stars of AEW, and it just. Hey, you need to show this comment right here. You need to show that one. That's like gold right there. Yeah, yeah. See, Brian, see, you're that dude. You are that dude. I'm just saying, for life.
y'all be wilding in the BWO, man.
I mean, okay.
I just read and watch, silently.
Jesus, it's so fun. It is so fun. I especially love when a person that doesn't get it pops in and just gets destroyed. It just doesn't understand. This is like the Wild West. We can say what we want. We do what we want. You think you can tell us what to do? You think you can tell us what to wear?
Shout out to Black Wrestling Order, the BWO Facebook group. You know what I'm saying? So let's move along.
Yeah, let's move along. But yeah, again, the follow through. Wardlow should have continued on. I mean, put him in the match. I mean, that would have been fine. Somebody. He could have lost to Tanahashi. That'd been fine. I mean, but
put him in the battle royal. Yeah. Let him in the battle royal and have him face Moxley.
Yeah,
I would have been fine with him losing to Moxley.
Yes.
But give him a spot, or at least have somebody screw him out of the win. So you can start your next storyline.
Yeah, and right now he's feuding with a lawyer. Like, not even like what are we doing? What are we doing?
Wardlow is here.
Yeah. Yeah, it's ridiculous. Like, what are
they I know they're kayfabe. They didn't even mention, they barely mentioned him on the last show.
Yeah,
Barely mentioned it.
it's stupid. It's stupid. It's stupid.
So it's
so what's next?
it
What's
is,
next?
So let's move to AW. I was about to say AWE.
AEW.
Move to WWE and the interview of Cody Rhodes, man.
Good
Cody
God
Rhodes,
Almighty.
He earned it. If Cody Rhodes didn't already have my respect, he would have earned it at Hell in a Cell.
Let me tell you, people were right. I remember watching this and hearing the silence when he took off his coat.
Yes.
I've never been more uncomfortable watching a wrestling match. And I've seen probably a billion death matches and all the bloody messes that AEW likes to do sometimes. But, how did Cody do this and just, able to bounce back? It just was mind-blowing. But it was probably one of the best Hell in the Cell matches that seen, at least in the current era. You go back to all the classic ones, and I think you could put this one on the list now at this point. Yeah. Especially, it was still a great match, even though his pec was completely ripped off the bone.
Bro, I knew something was up when he came out, and he only put one arm up.
Yeah. You
know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's
Now people made me laugh on Twitter, which I gotta give credit to Sketch Lucas in the BWO, because he originally put it forward. He's like, if Cody won the U.S. title, he should change his theme to the Dipset song.
Hey.
So I did it, and I put it. I could not put it in the group because Facebook hates me, so I threw it on Twitter. And it went viral for a bit.
What?
So I kept doing it with different Dipset themes. My favorite is the.
You should have sent me that video so I could have played it right here.
I'll send you the video.
Please send it to me in Messenger so I can post that, because that's hilarious.
Yeah, I'll send this to you. But somebody said later, they were like, "Hey, they should put Through the Wire as the theme for him coming out." And it's so funny because it also happened in Chicago. The match happened in Chicago.
Bro,
it was amazing.
So much goodness, man.
Oh my god,
so much goodness. And then just like Harry Miller said, man, Seth, man, I had tweeted that Seth is such an asshole, and I love.
Oh my god, I love this character. I thought I hated it at first, but I love the character. It is just he is just the worst. He's the worst human being.
And then on Raw, he topped it on Raw.
Yeah,
came out with the handshake and the. Your father would be proud, and hey, I don't want to. Cody. Yeah, exactly. hey, look.
My biracial daughter.
Oh, man, look. Oh man, look. Cody be working.
Yeah, he does.
And props, man.
You got props. I always use that gif.
He be selling the hell out of everything with his face, man.
My biracial daughter.
Oh man, look, I'm about to post this pic. I'm about to post this pic, and it's necessary. Hold on a second. Oh my goodness. So
Seth is killing it. I love this gimmick. I wish it worked the other way around, because clearly him and Becky are doing the same gimmick. But it's I liking Becky's stuff, but I also don't like it at the same time. It's so weird. I don't know why.
Hold on. I'm about to post it. Hold
on. I got one. I got one to go with that. I'll send you all the ones I got, because
this is ridiculous.
This is amazing. I got a couple, because I love my Cody memes.
Yo, man, look. I'm here. I'm
the best
here.
wrestler. He's the best wrestler in the world. I don't care what anybody says. Cody Rhodes is the best.
You know what? He elicits emotion. He's excellent. For all those that don't know, you guys may or may not know this, but Cody Rhodes was instrumental in the fight for civil rights.
Mm-hmm.
You see him with Martin.
He was there. He was there.
Look, he was there.
He inspired those two.
Look,
It's
he was on, he was on the front lines.
oh oh.
Oh
He's an
man,
inspiration.
he
Oh
is.
my god. Oh
He is.
jeez. Jeez.
Ah, wait a minute.
You see him? I love them all. It's like, if,
Oh
if, if there's something that I love about wrestling community is Cody Rhodes memes of any kind because they all work. They all work.
man,
They're just always funny. Oh
oh,
man. Oh man. It's too funny.
this is not professional. Oh man, hilarious.
Oh.
This is hilarious. Okay, wait. Here we go. So I don't know where you be finding this stuff at.
I tell you, Twitter's a great place. Let me tell you. Oh man, let's see. Guess what I say.
Ah man.
Especially dude teasing around the.
And literally, like, come on,
Oh,
man.
just in time.
So all right, this is the last one. This is the last
Okay.
one. Good Lord.
Yeah. And eventually, when they fully load, you can. Put that. Yeah. Again, shout out to Public Enemies podcast. Their Twitter account alone is funny, but they are also a great show. But yeah, Cody didn't do it alone last night. He relied on the strength of the hands.
So
Oh my god.
that's what about to become smash the memes.
Yeah,
Because-
smashed.
Oh, wait a minute.
Oh.
I see. Hold on. I think I can send this. All right, this is really gonna be the last one.
Okay.
I didn't even upload the video. I'm about to do it now.
Okay.
Can I do it? Is it gonna let me?
Yeah, I got a couple in there. So just to kind of show you guys the shenanigans I'm up to. And if Facebook wasn't hating, I could put them in the places that they need to go. But whatever. Whatever, Facebook.
Yeah, man, this is all.
Oh my god.
Oh, 2237. Let's see. Video clip. This is about to be real ignorant.
Yes, all of them.
As soon as this joint comes through, it's about to be mad ignorant.
Oh man.
So while we're waiting for these videos to load because we don't have any sense, let's talk about Edge getting kicked out of Judgment Day by the newest member, Finn Balor. You know what I'm saying? I know it was a week ago.
Rude. Like he put all these people on, and then kicks them, and then he gets kicked out.
Yeah.
How does that work? How does that work the night after they win?
Yeah, that I don't get that. I don't get that. Oh,
So rumors again. Rumors. Word on the streets. On the word. Yeah, word on the sheets. The dirt sheets is that they wanted to make it a supernatural group. So Vince was like, yeah, Andrew was like, nah. And Vince was like, well, pal, we about to change some things. and he let go Edge, who is, of course, a Hall of Famer, multi-time champion. And, so now Finn Balor, Finn Balor, the demon, is in the group. Now, from the promo from last night's Raw, they are each equals in this crew, though. So they said they didn't need a leader, and that Edge was being very condescending and telling them what to do, which is I will tell you, that is the most Gen Z type thing, most ever. Yeah, that was a good one. People started commenting these things when I posted the video, and oh my god, I've never laughed so hard for a whole week before seeing these memes. Like, I tell you, Cody is for the culture. That's just what it is.
He is for the culture. I don't think he realized like he's for the culture. He's about to be my favorite wrestler, and it's gonna have like almost absolutely nothing to do
with his wrestling. He can wrestle well though. Like yeah. But we love him because of the memes. Now that was the one I made. I made this one because I said he can win the title, and then so you can see the full connection there. And then I actually got comments and props from
You said
Jesus. Jesus, let's see, coming back with the brood. Yeah, he probably will.
I could probably see that.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Oh yeah, from Captain Sean Dean in AEW, and his teammate from the infantry, our
That's
boy
right. Oh,
Carly.
Bravo. Yes, sir.
Carly, yeah, yes, he is the man. By the way, which we saw him here in
That's
Greensboro,
right. Hit Club Pro.
Hit Club Pro. Which if you haven't, they're getting ready to do their next show, and you can also watch it on independentwrestling.tv. I want to say.
Yep. IWTV. Yes,
Yeah.
indeed. Yes, indeed.
So again, let me tell you, one of the best tag teams that are out there right now, and both on AEW, mainly on Dark, which is travesty. They need to be on that main show, but whatever. We won't talk about.
No.
And everyone's white.
You being positive.
So,
Very positive show.
yes, I'm going to be nice. I'm trying
We
to be
just want to
nice.
reintroduce ourselves to everybody.
I'm trying to be nice.
It's been a while. We're having some fun. We're sharing some memes.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? My goodness. So
Yeah.
it's all right. It's all right. So
Yeah.
we also have Bianca Belair and Rhea Ripley. They're gonna be locking horns real soon.
Which I think this is going to be the first of many feuds between the two, because we've seen them clash a little bit at NXT, not much, and then they kind of both got called up around the same time. They both became women's champion around the same time. They had some dust ups at the Rumble, and
it's always been like a competitive respect.
Yeah, for sure.
And now,
so it'll be good. This is going to be like the Cena and Orton type feud, where we're going to see them tango a lot. And then you also got Raquel Rodriguez now.
Rodriguez. So. Man, it's crazy how that whole situation with Sasha and Naomi.
Yeah.
And now they're just, you can see creative is like they're clawing, they're scratching for stuff, Yeah. I'm not even totally upset with them.
Yeah.
You get the women's tag titles, You haven't done nothing with them. When it's time to do something, what did they defend them one time? I think they defended them one time.
Yeah, once.
No storyline, but I guess they were supposed to put over both of the other champions and then get something else down the line. I mean,
and let's be real, which I've told numerous people. They didn't care about those titles to begin with. When they created them to begin with, too, they were trying to keep Sasha and Bayley happy and many others, but they have just not really used those titles to do it the best of their abilities. They only had one legit tag team, really, with the Iconics, who did win it. They won it eventually, but even them not winning it that long, and every other tag team's been thrown together, it just was not well thought out. And that title was always going to be like it's almost always going to be something to push up the world title, the women's world titles, which sucks. It's like, if you're going to do it right.
Women to do stuff.
Yeah,
they have more than enough women to do stuff.
Yeah, they do.
Every woman that isn't gonna be a contender. If Dana Brooke isn't gonna be a contender, they did have her in something with Mandy Rose, but then they took Mandy Rose down to NXT.
Which she's been killing it, by the way. Mandisha has been killing it.
Man, look. I'm biased because Black and Gold NXT was probably my favorite. I ain't gonna say my all-time favorite era.
Yeah.
It's been one of my most favorite eras of wrestling in a very long time. Black and Gold NXT was so amazing. Black and Gold NXT was the real alternative.
I'm going to be real with you. Which version of Black and Gold are we talking about, though? Because towards the end,
there's a couple eras of
yes, because towards the end, I understood why they had to change things.
Yeah, I say up until when it probably around the time they tried to go on live to the USA. was probably when like because it started changing and not
Yep.
better.
Yep.
You
And
know,
then
like
Karrion Cross was champion around that time.
yeah, like when Keith Lee won it, I think when Keith Lee was a double champion, I
Yeah.
think right around that time was when was that was probably like the last of the greatness.
Yes.
Of,
Yeah.
and well, you know what? I can't even say that because I loved Prince. I love Prince Finn Balor,
Yeah.
and when he went back when they was on USA and he
Yeah.
was heel, man, I love
No,
that.
that was a smart choice, but in my opinion, it was
It
Karrion
was probably a
Cross
little too. No, yeah,
because Karrion Cross won it, and then Keith Lee beat him, if I'm correct.
then he got hurt.
Then he got hurt. Well, no, no,
Cross got-
no, no. Keith Lee beat him and then got called up.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Wait, no, or did he get
No,
hurt?
no, no. Yeah, but no, Karrion Cross got hurt.
Yeah,
Remember, they had to
Karrion
remove
Cross
it.
got hurt,
Yeah,
and then they had
Samoa
someone.
Joe ended up winning it.
Yeah, I don't
And
know. We have to look down the timeline, but that was the wonky era. It's like after a while you had Gargano not trying to leave, you had Cole not trying to leave, which I get it, but the whole point of developmental is for them to eventually move up. And if they're holding up them spots, you cannot get new talent. And I'm not gonna lie, I like a lot of the people in 2.0. I really do. It's in fact 2.0 reminds me of the original NXT, talking like original days with Seth Rollins and all that crew.
you're probably right. It's just I think
Yeah,
it's just hard for me to watch.
I
I'm not
know, and
even
I
seeing
understand.
fun.
It's
NXT went from my favorite wrestling TV show to like it's and I hear that it's not bad.
it's really not bad. I mean, especially the people you got now, like Braun Breaker. He's a solid, strong guy, champ, and he's destined for greatness. You got
right.
Carmelo Hayes, who's been great. You got Toxic Attraction. Honestly, I was a little iffy on them at first, but they're a good little stable, and they've been great. And then you got a lot of other up and coming talent that could be something. But it feels new. That's the big thing. It feels new. It feels like a lot of people. I do hate that they got really cheesy with the gimmicks. Like
Yeah,
they went back to ruthless aggression era, where all the gimmicks, everybody has to have a gimmick. Everybody has to be
it's like
something.
yeah, they're like like you remember like back in the 90s and
Yep.
stuff, everything was a gimmick.
Yeah.
Well,
No,
policeman gimmick. It's tax guy
yeah.
gimmick. You know,
Yeah, that new generation WWF gimmicks, like where it was. But eventually, I think it's going to kind of even out, and then you're going to get these like more legit kind of. It's going to go to its version of the Attitude Era in a way. I think that's
you
next.
want to know what kind of that kind of upset me?
What
Max Dupree
pre?
changed my man Eli Drake's name like 3 times, dog.
But if
I was
anybody's going to kill it,
like,
if anybody's going to kill it, it's Eli Drake, and it's already getting over.
whatever you give him, he's gonna, But
And
like this
that's
whole, it's crazy. And there's something else that annoys me about WWE at times is they like to WWE likes to insult your intelligence.
yes, big
You
time.
know, like they will
Yeah,
do things and then they'll try to retcon things like
yeah.
you didn't just see other stuff.
Like you did not, like we've not been watching NXT on the same network.
well, that's one. That's the biggest one. That is definitely the biggest
Yeah,
one. The other thing is like, okay, let's take Max Dupree for instance.
yeah.
He's doing the whole male model gimmick thing, right? And they just debuted Mace as face.
Face. Yeah.
Then this was what a month and a half ago. Then he's on SmackDown talking about the first member of such and such is coming, and it's like, bro, we just saw you bring. All right, okay.
Now, I think the thing they can get away with it because most of it's been dark matches, so that's been the thing. That's been the change up there. Is they've been dark matches, and WWE assumes that we'll never see those, even though they somehow end up online. So yeah, at least they already changed his name in NXT, unlike Walter and Pete Dune. Okay,
Well, you
no,
know,
do, okay. I'm gonna say it.
this is what
know,
I
I'm gonna say
mean.
it. I'm gonna say it because people are gonna hate me because I said it, but I thought Walter was a stupid ass name to begin with.
Well, you don't think Gunther's a dumber name?
It's
Gunther,
along the same. It's like the same. Like it's not that much different. It's
I am Gunther. Like now, maybe like
and he's made it work. That's the thing. He made it work. If anything, he's
now
now gonna
maybe,
get.
maybe Adrian Bartel because he's Ludwig von Kaiser. Maybe I'm okay with that one over, was that his name or as Adrian Marcel? I'm thinking about the other guy.
Uh,
What was his name?
no, it's Marcel.
Marcel Bartel. That's what it was.
Bartel. Yeah.
Yeah,
Which
yeah.
again, they're along the same. And I'm sorry, Gunther, Walter, like either way, he's a one name guy, and the main thing is he's selling that character, which his character's been pitch perfect, and now he's Intercontinental Champion. He's got that final boss theme, just like Roman. So eventually he's gonna collide. Like
He got in great shape too. He lost a lot.
and he lost all the weight and got in great shape. I don't care. It's like it's not that serious. That's like when Mick Foley was Cactus Jack for numerous years, and then he rolls into WWE and he's Mankind. If you think about that, if you first hear that, you think that's the stupidest name I've ever heard, but then they make it work. Yes,
Well,
they do.
what?
They've been doing that since forever.
But you know what? And this reminds me of something that now let's I'm going to ask you guys a question. I heard Conan talk about this on his podcast, Keeping It 100, and shout out to them.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And he asked the question, does Tony Khan look bad for not creating IPs, intellectual property? Because Vince McMahon, like this is what they're doing. It's all, we may or may not like the names. It's all business. So they pretty much said, they don't want anybody to use their old names. We're going to give them new names that we control. Okay, so now you got Gunther, you've got Butch. The Pete Dunne no longer exists. It's Butch, Max Dupree. You know what I'm saying? All these guys. Now look at AEW and think about this. Cody Rhodes. I don't know what AEW like copyrights, because Cody Rhodes came over and kept everything.
Literally everything.
His music, everything.
Everything.
You know what I'm saying? Like somebody could show up in AEW, like you could show up in AEW as, D'Artagnan Bartholomew, and you could wrestle there 5 years and leave and still be D'Artagnan Bartholomew. Mm-hmm. And Conan is asking the question, is it a good business move for Tony Khan to not have intellectual property on these wrestlers, so we have something that he can own? Because he can pretty much do whatever they want when they leave. Yeah, I mean, and that's fine. You should be able to do what you want, but like think about it. Whose name is so far off? I'm trying to think. Okay, like look at, even though we haven't seen him in a while, Cesaro. His name is Claudio Castagnoli. You know what I'm saying? Oh no, I got a better one. One. Okay, Oni Lorcan.
Oh yeah.
WWE. His name is Oni Lorcan. On the Indies, he's Biff Busick. Who's going to know that?
No association.
Know that unless you.
Also, when Oni came in, it was that kind of old style NXT where a lot of those guys were never going to get called up.
Mm-hmm.
So they kind of just did whatever. But as long as you're working for WWE, they're gonna at least own your name. So.
Yeah, I mean, but that's what I'm asking. Like, the fact that Tony Khan doesn't try to own anything, he just hires it. Is that a good or bad business move?
I think it's good and bad in some ways, but it also depends on where they're working with those names. If you're the one that made them a star, and then they decide, okay, now that I am a star, it's time for me to go, then that does kind of suck. The big thing is, which people don't keep in mind, is WWE is willing to work with people that are willing to at least give them a cut of the name. But people like Keith Lee,
AJ Styles,
Samoa Joe did the same thing. But guess what? He got to keep his name when he left. But because he gave him a cut of the money.
Right. And like think about Finn Balor, because he was Prince Devitt in New Japan.
But
you didn't. Now, I was first introduced to Finn Balor in NXT because like I said, I got to New Japan late.
See, I was on that era. I remember that era of New Japan. That was like around the time I was watching.
Yeah. Yeah, I think by the time I started watching New Japan, he had just left.
Yeah.
And he was in NXT, and I didn't know that he was that guy. It took me
Mm-hmm.
about 4 months to realize after I did some research.
And here's the thing, people. A lot of them come up with these new names.
Yeah, exactly.
Like most of them do. They say come up with something. Sometimes they'll work with them, and they don't just go, "Hey, here's your new name," unless they absolutely have to. Um, but most of them come up with it. But not to mention, like, let me tell you, that was the only reason Keith Lee got fired because he wasn't trying to play ball. Like, it's that simple. He didn't want to change his name. Number one, he didn't want to sell them his name, and so Vince had to come up with something else. Yes, and then he's got no personality to begin with, so it doesn't help that any matters.
I watched his Talk is Jericho
Yeah,
interview,
yeah,
and he pretty much said right then and there, he was
yeah,
like, they wanted me to be mean and aggressive, and I
yeah.
said, and he said, I need something to get me there. I can't just turn it on.
But
Yeah, that's what he said. His words, not mine.
mm,
You know what I'm saying?
you're getting paid to be aggressive. You better be aggressive. I'm sorry, bro. Like, it's like, what business are you in?
I mean, I mean, I, it's kind of like playing a character.
Yes,
There's
exactly.
there's
Yeah,
there's levels to that, because
yes. Again,
there are
I'm an actor. I'm a trained actor. I'm taking courses. If they need courses, WWE hire me. I'll teach them improv, and then we can make it work.
yeah.
If TK changed the names, they may choose. I mean, that's true.
I
I
mean,
mean, but
possibly, but they ain't offering money like
you can't
Tony.
be a pick me hoe like that
Yeah,
though. Like doing things like that just to
Impact
get.
isn't paying. I mean, I know Impact is they're doing their thing, and I really like what
Yeah.
Impact is doing, but it's hard to compete with billionaire money. It's
Yes.
hard to compete with that.
And Maine and a set like the only thing that's holding back Impact now is they are not on a notable channel. If they had a notable channel on a great time slot every single week, they would be on that level because they were for a long time. They were the number two until they ran themselves into the ground, and it's tough for them to come back even after the old regime is long gone. They're still paying for that, and that's the thing. That's why AEW is the second
And they've
biggest
been
there is.
putting out some of their best content in years.
Yeah.
They've had some of their best matches that
Yes.
used, and I man, I
Best
wish
stars
I had like a fire emoji because
yeah.
Moose killed it as the champion. Moose was so good. Moose was so good as the Impact World Champion. Like
He
it,
was so good as the TNA World Champion,
exactly,
and
bro.
then it continued on. Like
Moose,
he,
like it's it should be a crime that man is not on cable TV
yeah, big time.
because
And then I gotta give it to the Walking Weapon. Like he
Josh
continued that
Alexander.
on. Josh
Mhm.
Alexander, amazing. He is a great face champion, legit wrestler. He's probably one of the best workers there are right now in the game. And then you got Jordan Grace. You got who's the
Got
current
Chris Bay.
woman's yeah, our boy Chris Bay
Yep.
killing it, and Jay White's been killing it on
Yeah.
there. By the way, New Japan World Champion now, and hit an Ether
Oh,
style promo.
no wonder I was looking at. I thought it was for some reason. I thought it was Will Ospreay.
No, it's Jay
That was
White.
Jay White. That's why I couldn't find the picture.
But you
Yeah.
got Eric Young on there that's been killing it. W Morrissey, even though he just left now, he's been killing it. The Iconics rolled through there and they killing it. Impact is doing so well with their character development. The matches have been quality. Tasha Steeles, who's the
Yeah.
current Impact Women's Champion.
Man, if they had somebody with a bankroll and a
Yeah,
TV deal,
yeah, that's all
because
they need.
no,
I mean,
this
put him back on Paramount. Put him
TV
back.
man, but
The former Spike TV put him out
I
on back
haven't
on
had cable
Paramount.
since 2013. I
Yeah,
haven't had cable since 2013, so
yeah,
I can't find Access TV. I loved it when it was on Twitch. For
yeah.
that short amount of time they was on Twitch, I was able to watch it. I
I think
can't
they're
watch.
are they not on Switch anymore?
I don't know. I thought they weren't.
Hmm.
I heard
We'll
they
have to check that out.
never checked it. So yeah. So yeah. But so with that being said, we're going to try to keep this semi short. I want to
Yes,
tell
not too long.
I want to tell you a story. Well, not a
Okay.
story.
Okay.
I just want to give my experience. I want to talk about my experience with where's I want to talk about my experience with control your narrative. You know, because when they first arrived, and I had to do research myself because I was like, why is everybody hating? It was
Yeah, yeah, they had a lot of
a lot of
misconceptions.
negativity and
Yeah,
misinformation. And I watched, I heard about some Reddit post that made like these wild ass claims.
yeah.
And
It especially had to do with a lot of number one people's views when it came to the pandemic and COVID,
mhm.
and just very much of that "don't cancel us" style, or the counter, like the extreme male thoughts, I guess. So,
Well, look,
which I think we're
and,
finally getting over that, and we can actually have conversations with people we have different opinions with again.
and you know what I'm starting to real, or not starting to realize, but
Yeah,
the other thing is who people decide to vote for president really rubs other people the wrong way.
yeah,
No matter which way you look, if you're a Democrat and you vote this way, it's like Republicans hate you, and then vice versa. And it's just like, bro, we wrestling, dog. I don't care who, dog. I'm trying to wrestle. I
yeah.
don't care who this guy voted for, or I don't care who that guy voted for, even if they voted for the same
But
person as me.
even then, if I don't like your choice, that doesn't
Ain't
mean
got nothing to do with,
anything.
bro.
Like,
I look, I even, we work together.
yeah,
I try to keep politics off radio, man. Like
yeah,
we're not
yeah,
we're not here to talk politics, bro.
yeah,
Like everybody's, there's a certain level of info that comes from certain sources for certain sides of back up whatever you want to believe. Like that's the crazy thing about the internet. Like if you want to believe something, there's something out there that'll back you up.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Do you believe that do you believe this? I heard somebody say something about like spaces in the ocean or whatever. You know what I'm saying? There's something there that'll back that up. You believe the world is flat? There's something out there to back it up. Do you believe there's sea creatures? Do you believe in Bigfoot? You know what I'm saying? Do you believe in
The only time I disagree with it, which I call weaponized stupidity, is when it hurts people. If it hurts a person, then no. Okay, then
that?
we
Oh,
cannot go
believe what
with
you
that.
want to believe. I don't
Yeah,
care. I don't care who you pray to.
yeah. I just don't want you injuring yourself over some BS. Yes, that's what I will say.
Facts.
Yeah,
No, I
but
don't care
other
who you
than
pray
that,
to. I
if you
don't
could
care.
if you could believe what you believe and whatever, live your life. I'm not trying to live your life.
Yeah,
Okay,
bro. Like I don't care who you sleep with. I don't care what you eat. As
I
long as it's
really
not
don't care.
people. Just don't eat people.
Yeah, don't eat people. Again, like I said, weaponized
Man,
stupidity. Don't be eating
'cause
people.
I don't care about none of that. You know what I'm saying? Especially if I'm only going to, especially if you're like only see you in like small spurts.
Yeah,
I don't care.
yeah.
You know what
There's a
I'm
lot of stuff
saying?
people say that I don't care for, but I
Yeah.
don't care.
But
I'll mind my
like
business.
people let other people's opinions like shape their day. And I'm like,
Yeah,
how do y'all let how do you
I don't.
let somebody that doesn't know you like control your day?
I don't care.
You know,
Okay.
that's exactly. I don't care. You know what I'm saying? Some of my best friends, I don't like you. I don't know what a lot of your views are, and because I don't care.
You probably won't know them because I don't care.
Oh,
I don't even care. They ain't that serious. Do you know what my view? I'm trying to never work, so
yeah,
give me money, give
give
us
us money.
sponsorships.
You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? Anyway, so I went down to Dallas WrestleMania weekend
Mhm.
to take part in the Control Your Narrative seminar, and it was pretty dope because you have EC3, you have the formerly known as Braun Strowman, Adam Scherr, and you have Austin Aries. They're sitting there while you get into your gear and you pretty much deliver your character. I saw three people did their characters three types of ways. It was either, hey, I'm such and such, and this is why I deserve to be here. It was, people talking about like their background and all that stuff. And then it was guys like giving you their character, like, yo, they cut a promo in character mode and not like, this is why I should be chosen. And I've been to quite a few seminars, and this is one of the first times where like if you most places once you do something, They were like, all right, cool, next. You know, that's one of the first things they. Well, a few places, and everyone I haven't been to haven't done that. These guys, I remember there was a guy. I wish, man, what was my man's name? Oh man, he was dressed up like the Monarch from the Venture Brothers, except it was like really blue. You know, it was like blue everything, and you know what I'm saying. And he did his promo, and the first one was trash. I was like, so like they sat there and they talked to him. They was like, so what exactly are you doing? Like, how would you do this and how would you do that? And they pretty much they did a deep dive into like what his character was. So once they got a better feel for it, they was like, okay, when everybody else is done, we want you to cut your promo again. So everybody else did theirs. I didn't mind, but I was an idiot and left my gear at the Airbnb. And other guys did theirs. And when Homeboy came back and did his joint, man, fire, spectacular. It was amazing. And then all it took was like he just they had to understand, hey, this is what we want to see out of you. This is that. You know what I'm saying? And so we did that. The Dallas show was awesome. Oh man, I gotta send a shout out to my man Movie Mike. You gotta send a shout out to my man Movie Mike.
Again on Hit Club Pro. He's
Yes,
traveling to
he's at Hit
Indies.
Club Pro.
Let me tell you, Movie Mike has one of the best gimmicks. Like I've always loved Movie
Bro,
anything.
facts.
And his references
Facts.
are
So,
on point. Like
Movie Mike went, and then like it was only a few of us left, and I was like, I'm not going after him. You know what I'm saying? But if you've never seen Movie Mike, make sure you follow him. It's MOVIEMYK. Movie Mike. Like he does a film director gimmick, and like he's spectacular. So he ended up, whoever had the best gimmick, they was going to put on the show. At that point, he got put on the show. So they was like, they wanted him to go full-fledged, embrace the gimmick. What do you need? He said, I need a cameraman. He said, I need G Money to be my cameraman. And they was like, he's too tall. Yeah. And it was like, man. But then they was like, wait, well, I needed somebody sound guy. Can he be my sound guy? And it was like, yeah. So I was on the narrative show in Dallas. That was, matter of fact, Pro Wrestling TV, the Pro Wrestling TV app. You can actually, they have the whole show on the Pro Wrestling TV app. And sidebar, the Pro Wrestling TV app is pretty dope. They have CYN, they have AAA, they have New South, and a couple other promotions. The app is absolutely free. Of course, they've got like AAA has Triple Mania coming up, and you can order Triple Mania on the app. But like, that just might be the future of wrestling. Anyway, the whole CYN experience was super dope. After Dallas, they went to Cleveland, Detroit, and Wisconsin in May. And I went there for a shot. And I learned so much. First, man, I always thought Austin Aries was a good wrestler. But when it comes to wrestling, Austin Aries is like a wrestling genius. Like this, like I had a conversation with him about my character, just like, this is what I'm trying to portray, and he's like, he had said something. He's like, what makes a good DJ? And I thought it was rhetorical. He's like, no, tell me what makes a good DJ. And I was like, man, look, DJ's got to be able to read the crowd. They've got to be able to, to move seamlessly with this and that and this, and you got to be able to do this. And he's like, doesn't that sound like some of the same things you need to do to be a good wrestler? And I was like, what the how do you know this stuff? Yeah. Man, bro, like, and it was, I'm trying to not give away too much because
yes,
you know what I'm saying? Try not to like give away too much, but there's a great group of guys there, man. And there's guys like, okay, the guys that you may know, obviously Adam Scherr, aka formerly known as Braun Strowman, obviously EC3, Austin Aries. Also, Flip Gordon was there. Big Damo, who used to be Killian Dane. Killer Cross, um, um, Brian Johnson, the Mecca from Ring of Honor, the Righteous with Vincent, and Weston Blake. Duh, who's
Yeah.
probably Weston Blake is probably one of the if probably one of the most underrated wrestlers like out. Period.
Number one, I felt like he was always solid in NXT days. Like, and it sucks what happened to him. You know, in fact, Steve Macklin, yeah, he's like killing it in Impact right now. Like
Yeah.
our former
Yes.
partner,
Yes.
he's killing it right now in Impact.
It's so amazing how what you see from people like sometimes they have to go somewhere different for you to see how good they are. Like I was not a fan of Blake and Murphy in NXT when they was the tag team.
Yeah,
it was just well this is a good thing though because they were heels and I didn't like them, so they did their job.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Blake and Murphy, like so. I noticed afterwards that Murphy is really damn good.
Yeah,
I know he went solo, and you know what I'm saying? I was like, damn, Murphy's really damn good.
That's
Once he got in 4-5 Live, you're like, damn, this guy can really wrestle.
That's kept secret.
Yeah, exactly. Literally. You know what I'm saying? And like I saw Weston Blake wrestle, but you know, I don't think I paid it much attention until he got out of WWE. And I've seen him in like 6 matches since then. And I'm like, yo, this dude is really good. Like this man can work. He understands psychology. He knows how to work the ring. Like what? Like, are we like, do y'all know y'all let this man go? You know what I'm saying? But it's just so many great people to learn from. And then they've been taking chances on guys on the indies trying to make it like I should have got him on the podcast, but like Bert Hansen.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like Bert Hansen is amazing. For y'all that don't know, that's Victor Andrews. That's Mr. Everything, Victor Andrews. He just did Raw about a month ago in Greensboro, where he was working with Veer.
Yes.
And
Veer Mahan.
Yeah, and it was just funny to see that just because he was like, I'm Bert Hansen and I'm from Greensboro, North Carolina. And they was like, yeah. And I was like, this dude's from Brooklyn. And then he's like, I used to work right down the street at Jimmy's Barbecue, and I was like, I imagine like the guys at Jimmy's like, who the hell is this?
I didn't know we had a guy named Bert.
We've never seen this guy there a lot, but guys like a guy like Victor Andrews, who's he worked for WWE like 4 or 5 times.
Yeah,
he's done stuff with Ring of Honor, but he never got that contract. For guys like Jake Logan, who is the youngest NWA national champion of all time. You know, for guys like Dante Smiley, a guy I'd never even heard of until I got to Dallas. And you know what? We're going to interview some of these guys because like some of them have crazy stories.
Yeah.
But like a guy like Dante Smiley, who I was like, I don't know who this. Like it was just like this guy, and he's really good. And like matter of fact, he's wrestled a lot of places. He's done AEW Dark and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? And it's just been like just seeing the passion of guys, and they recognize people's passion and they give you a chance to do what you want to do, to wrestle, to actually to quote, you know, control their narrative. Yes, yeah. just like my man, just like Ken said, guys like Fodder. You know what I'm saying? And
who, if you haven't ever seen Fodder, the Psycho Boy, haven't seen him, you're gonna hear a lot about him because how long has he been wrestling altogether?
Bro, we started on the same day.
Y'all started on the same day, and let me tell you,
2019. Actually, he started 7 days before me, so that was probably like August 25th.
But he's like, if you've not seen him work, you can see he gets it. He gets it.
Bro,
he's going far, like, and he's got the look, he's got the talent, like, and he gets a reaction every show. He is the current RWC heavyweight champion. He is the current
RWC heavyweight champion, and he is the current SCWA heavyweight champion. He just won that belt as well.
So you know, you're gonna be seeing this man a lot.
Ricky Morton's new best friend,
and that's gonna carry him for his life. There you go.
Yeah, man. But like guys like that, man, and man, I've met so many amazing people.
But I appreciate really really with you because I'm not gonna lie, I have my own views and stuff, but to hear about how they've treated you.
Oh man,
So just in case there's any is there is no racial, there's nothing. It's guys getting their chance to do what they do.
there's a story I really, really, really want to tell, but I'm not
Okay.
trying to overstep my bounds.
Okay.
You know what
Okay.
I'm
We'll
saying?
save it.
I'll tell you. I'll tell you off air, and
Okay.
just to prove, like, you know what I'm saying. But I mean, like I worked. I had to earn my spot. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying. I earned my spot, and now I'm an official member of the CYN
He's
roster.
official.
I'm official. You know what I'm saying. I had my first match with them in Wisconsin last month. First off, let's talk about this loop. Well, I'm not
Okay.
going. All I'm gonna say is Cleveland, Detroit, and Wisconsin. I've never been to Ohio, never been to Michigan. I damn sure never been to Wisconsin. And like first time I'm in Wisconsin, I get to wrestle a match. It's crazy. And in Florida, matter of fact, 3 days. What's today? Tuesday. 3 days ago, I wrestled in Orlando, Florida, in my first official project pit. And that's where the guys trying to that are trying to make it. Now, I mean, like, we're on the roster, but the guys that are trying to be like on that upper card, like we get the project pit. You know what I'm saying? So it's like 10-man tags, teams of 5, elimination style. It's like Survivor Series every show. You know what I'm saying? And it's
Yeah.
it's super dope. You know what I'm saying? And shout out to Viva Las Amish because they found their way down there, and I had a chance to see those guys and battle with them. But is it, man, like I'm going to go, like I got to see how far in depth I can go.
Yeah.
It's going to be probably over the next couple shows, but I was told specific, not me specifically, but it was, you want to know more, man, just follow their social media, man, and Pro Wrestling TV app, PWTV, for the free ski. You know what I'm saying? Man, I could talk about this for hours, but we're not going to do that
We
because
can't do
you
that.
want to know why? Because right before we got on here, I just got my dinner and I didn't get a chance to eat it.
Yeah.
And I told DB that I wasn't going to hold him up all night long.
I appreciate that. But we do got to show the video before we go. Did it
Oh,
finally get in there?
did you? Oh, you know what? Oh, you are so right. Please tell me that it was able to come up. Matter of fact, oh, please tell me it was able. Oh, you know what? I think it's because now I could be wrong,
Yeah.
but looking at this, I need that in an MP4.
Ah, okay.
All those are MOV files. I'm looking at this and
How
I
is
see.
it MOV? I thought they were MP4.
I don't know.
Okay, whatever. Next episode, I'll get them all
'Cause
ready.
these are hilarious.
Yeah.
Like, because I just tried to save. Hold on, let me try to save another one because these, like, we could do a show just on memes because some of this stuff is just
Yeah. We'll plan for that. Maybe just do the funniest
Oh man,
wrestling
we could
memes.
do a meme show.
Yeah, do like a whole meme episode, or maybe like
Oh
find the
man.
best and our favorite meme accounts because there's a lot of legit wrestling meme accounts out there that I feel like should get some love.
Oh,
Uh,
speaking of meme accounts, shout out to Memes of Wrestling on IG, man. One of the homies. He's super dope and he's funny as hell.
mhm.
So yes, Memes of Wrestling. Also, wait a minute. Let me see if I can share this one. Airdrop. I hear it, but is it
Airdrop,
gonna pop up? Oh, I
which
said,
which I'm broadcasting live from my new M1 Mac.
yeah,
Amazing. Let me
me as
say,
well. Me as well.
yes.
Yes,
Then
indeed. This is
memes, yeah, wrestling memes 2.0 on FaceTime. So Charles S. Crumpler, the 100 grand man.
86 8FD.
Shout out to you. Thank you for listening and talking with us.
Oh, it won't come up, man. They not coming up,
No
man.
worries, no worries. Next episode or the next when we plan the meme episode, we'll have to pre-promote it. Maybe have people send in their favorite wrestling memes.
You know
And
what? You know what they need to do? Because you know where else we could post them? On our
yeah,
social media. Where's the
yeah.
banner at? Where's the banner?
I
Because
just don't know if that Facebook don't like it, like that stuff. So I don't know.
Instagram does.
Instagram does. So
Yeah.
we'll get it on. So of course, let's end it right. So follow us on all of our social media at Smash the Mat Pod or Smash the Mat Podcast. Search it up and most likely you'll find us. Especially on the YouTube page. We're gonna revamp and make sure you see our greatest interviews that we ever did, including Mr. Ass himself,
Right.
father of the Ass Boys, Billy Gunn.
That's right.
The one, the only, the rightful WCW heavyweight champion of the world, the man, the myth, the legend, the one and only Glacier. Ooh. Blood runs cold.
You know what?
I got to talk to that man.
You do you know that we were supposed to re-catch up with them because they were dropping their movie.
The movie. Yes. Yeah. Let's look that up. Let's see.
I think it was called.
Yes. So Glacier, of
course. Yeah. We were supposed to re-talk to matter of fact, he said he was going to get some other guys. Oh man, yeah.
So we gotta re-up with the connection. Again, a lot happens in some due time, and so we'll make that happen. And of course, there's other big all-time wrestlers that we talked to. Like we talked to the one and only Bill Alfonso.
Right.
We
talked to Caprice Coleman.
Caprice Coleman, the one and only, who killed it. In my opinion, was one of the best commentators
on AEW.
Yes. And in fact, he should get the gig.
Like if I was Tony Khan, I'd be looking at Excalibur like. I don't know, man.
I don't know, but you know what? I give it to Excalibur. He's able to get that information that you need. So maybe what you do is you put him and Caprice together as a two-man team and just let them roll. Because you need a balance.
Yeah.
You need a balance.
But man, a 4-man commentary team is crazy.
Way too much. I'm tired of all these voices. And honestly, Tony Schiavone, he don't need to be up there.
Or let Caprice do Rampage.
Yes, let Caprice do Rampage.
Because we don't know what's going on with Ring of Honor. We don't know.
We don't.
We have no idea. Wait, what?
What? They're not together.
Are they dating?
No, they're not dating. No, she's married, not to him.
Yeah, I was about to say.
I don't know what you're talking about here.
I don't know about that information. Look, hey, Smash the Mat does not condone it.
Yeah.
We don't know about the opinions.
No. See this? Yeah, bingo. That's the move.
But you know what? Taz is an all-time great.
Taz is all-time great. I mean, you could do Taz and Caprice on one show and then do Excalibur and Caprice on one. Either way, we just want Caprice.
Yeah, you're right.
Rampage has Jericho. It sometimes has Ricky Starks, Excalibur.
I had no idea.
They're not married. Is that who she married? Oh. Well, shit. Okay.
He said, well, shit.
Ooh. Well, sorry then. Sorry. Hey, thank you, Harry. Thank you, Harry, for keeping us up on that info. But don't be rude to Dewdrop like that. She's great. She's great. I love Dewdrop. In fact, I hate that stupid ass name. She's Piper.
Yeah, that was another perfect example too.
Okay, that is a perfect example. That was a dumbass name. Okay, I will give you that. I will give you that.
That name is
that's dumb. Pete Dunne is Butch. I don't even care anymore. Maybe you could tell he's having fun. I'm not gonna lie. You can tell he's having fun.
Yeah. Like I was just upset. Like you know what? Like the thing with when they stopped calling him the Bruiserweight and they changed his theme in NXT before he got moved up.
Yeah.
That didn't.
You should have known
because
and they did a whole funeral if you remember.
Oh, speaking of, you know what else we got to do? What? We have to bring back the tournament, the best entrance music.
Yes. There's some new contenders.
New contenders for the best entrance music.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? We're gonna have to do, shout out to StreamYard because we can play videos. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So that means we can do We could do a best finisher tournament.
Ooh.
You know what I'm saying? Matter of fact, how about you guys let us know what tournaments
Yeah,
you
what
like?
tournaments do you want to see? Like,
Hey,
and we're gonna, of
together the
course,
brackets and have you guys vote, and we'll vote as well.
yes,
So like I'm talking about best interest themes, best finishers, you
best
know,
gimmicks.
yeah, yeah,
Um, I,
anything like that.
I would like a future main eventer one, like
Mm.
who we consider to be a soon to be world champion, someone that hasn't been a world champion yet, that would be like big time stars. Maybe even a most underrated and a guilty pleasure. I like guilty pleasure too. A wrestler you like that no one else does, because I got a list.
Oh man, oh man,
Yeah.
all good, all good. You know what? I like that. I like that. So this is what we're gonna do. In the next couple of days, we'll put up a couple posts on the Smash the Mat Facebook page.
Mm-hmm.
You might see that same post on the Smash the Mat Instagram page, even on Twitter,
Mm-hmm.
possibly. You know what I'm saying? And we'll figure it out. And you know, at a later show, we'll start making tournament brackets and all that good stuff and get it popping.
We're back. Smash the Bat 2.0, yo.
You already know what it is. So look, I not 2.0.
2.0, we're back.
That's Smash the Mat 2.0.
Yeah, that was black and gold previously.
Color scheme, you know what I'm saying? Like we gonna have to make it like
Call me DB Breaker.
light blue. Oh man, DB Breaker. Oh man,
Smash the Bat 2.0 is here.
G Smiley. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
G Smiley in the building.
Yeah.
Okay, but look, I am. Look, you see the information,
Yeah.
but reminding you guys again, we're streaming live on Facebook. We're streaming live on YouTube. We're streaming live on Twitter. All right. We're also streaming live in the Smash the Mat discussion group. And once released, this podcast will go to Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Stitcher, Pandora, Spotify, Radio Public, all that stuff. You know what I'm saying? So we about to be back in the bitty. Shout out to J5. He's back from Germany. He's asleep right now because he said he had jet lag. I thought he was going to jump in this call, but like he texted me. He's like, man, I said 8:00, and then I left my wallet, and he was like, man, I'm falling asleep. I said, don't worry, DB and I'll handle the show.
And we held it down.
Mr. Magnificent moved to a new location, and he left his MacBook or he left his computer in storage. Why you would do that, I have no idea. But
because that's him. That's Mr. Magnificent.
It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Look, you see that name down there. That is my Instagram and my Twitter. That is DB's Instagram and his Twitter.
On everything. That is my name on everything.
Everything. We are going to holler at you. It's the return of the Smash the Mat podcast.
2.0.